Hi, welcome to Jade Kind Gaming. My name is Adam, here with Austin. He's Travis. Nick is Sue. Bob is Rolen. And we're here at 16th session of the Banished campaign. And last time was combat.
Yes, we blew up a dragon.
Yeah, last time was all full 2-hour combat. Very good. Hope I didn't bore you. And yes.
I got to blow up a dragon. I was pretty hyped.
Yeah, so Ancient Black Dragon. And by the end of that, the whole crew had pretty much come in.
Ancient Black Dragon worth 0 XP.
You get a gazillion experience. Experience means nothing.
But I have the
The points don't matter.
But I now have the most.
Yeah, you do.
I guess that means we're doing a hoedown.
Although really, I think Criv should have the most. He confirmed the kill. And at this point, everyone and the corpses just arrived back at base. So yeah, kind of people helping carry things back on, get things carted. You have an ancient black dragon corpse to carry, so you're getting some help from everyone.
I believe we had a helicopter down.
Yeah.
Okay.
Works for me. But yeah, got pretty much whole crew was out, rechecking, cleaning equipment.
Grenades for everybody. Yeah, I guess you guys got to resupply your grenades.
And C4.
Yeah.
Used a little bit of that. Just a smidgen.
Was that everything we had in our supply, or do you just carry all? Oh, okay.
Not even a little bit.
Oh,
Okay. So otherwise, yeah, back at base.
well, we'll let George know you got two bodies, and they're probably still dangerous, as we found out with the Red Dragon's blood, burning, what's his name?
Mm-hmm.
Steven's hand. But have fun with that.
Him and his team, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Work on that.
I put stuff up and clean stuff. You keep looking at me like you expect me to do it, so
I think. I thank Hashkon for his help, and he's willing to come out to the field.
Oh, yes, of course.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I believe we should provide a burial for the infant that was slaughtered.
Sure.
not on the company dime or not.
I'll put you on that, and
hole somewhere.
Is the baby's meat also toxic?
yes.
Is it tasty? Is it crunchy?
No.
Do you ask?
I don't care.
No.
Yeah, it's like
Ask
okay.
directly to Heskin's face, just right up there.
Yeah. It's like, okay, you can be in charge of that. You probably know the rights better than anybody.
Mm-hmm. He sort of looks around and sort of asks, where should that go? I don't want...
Yes.
Burying that body is stupid. It's really good for scientific research. We can figure out the changes. It's a juvenile. We can cut it to pieces and figure out so much.
I'm going with the big one's probably fine.
No, we need more information. We should just chop up that little corpse.
Okay, so not on the company land then.
Well, yeah, we can dig it back up and bury it wherever we want.
Yes, I'll spend some time to find a plot where we can put it.
Spot back by lake, kind of, or...
Why not just create it?
On the company land?
Just incineration.
Or
Do you ask?
Yeah.
That can be dangerous. It would release toxins.
So, like, get one of the really hot furnaces?
You're like, so it's just not hot enough? You're saying you can't do it because you're not... Don't make hot enough fire.
I don't. Anyways, yeah, I just find a plot of land and I'll pay for it myself.
Wait, if it's all toxic, wouldn't burying it, like, poison the ground?
Yeah, it's a stupid thing to do.
Yeah, I do ask about that.
Not for very far around it.
So the answer is yes, it would.
Okay, find a plot of land, then I hire a company to cement him in there.
Yes, because toxins don't go through cement.
Yeah, no, he kind of feels like that is a little extreme.
But he's buried and not being experimented on or anything else.
Why not just compost it?
Yeah,
Safe,
wood chipper.
controlled manner.
Right to the wood chipper.
Yeah. I do that to get him buried in a block of concrete.
It's an awful lot of work.
Hey,
No,
it's what I need to do to keep Bob from digging it back up. And therefore pisking has to get off.
I don't feel like Bob would care to do that much work.
No, he's made it too expensive now.
Yeah. No. I know I was fighting a battle. If we just had him buried on the land, Bob would have dug him back up and given him to George. Or not Bob. Rolen.
Yes.
Rolen would have done that.
Yes.
Bob also would not put up with a damn dragon being buried on the land that's going to start poisoning stuff.
He said not far.
Call the EPA.
Poisoning stuff.
All of a sudden, we're all hung up with red tape because we're damaging the environment. This is Ghostbusters 1 all over again.
I thought that was Ghostbusters 2. Yeah, it was totally Ghostbusters 2, because my favorite scene from Ghostbusters 2 was them talking to the judge after they released all the ghosts.
Totally not our fault.
It's true, Judge. This man
Has no dick. Because Dickless over there turned off the containment unit. Is that true? Yes, Your Honor. This man has no dick.
Ghostbusters.
I know, it's a good movie, but it's just the fact that we got derailed on that.
Hey, don't worry. He derails
Yeah.
everything.
Yeah.
So, paperwork time.
You have people for that.
Oh.
We hired them.
You actually have, lawyers on retainer that, in the midst of all your work, just kind of have time to do paperwork. You can just let people do paperwork for you.
Well, I still have to
We
do
feel like
incident reports and stuff because I was in the field.
We actually, I mean, we should, but we don't actually have to.
Yeah. I'm still a stuck in my government position ways of paperwork. There's always paperwork.
You ain't in a government position anymore.
Yeah. But I made the company and I made it so I had paperwork.
I made it so there's a form you fill out.
No, and that's pretty much what the lawyers do. It's pretty much they can ask these series of questions to fill out for the claiming. Which, yeah, basically you get down onto that base level for this, with the amount of property damage, but... but really, considering what you destroyed,
Yeah, we kept it contained to 2 buildings and a street.
Yeah.
That we exploded.
Yes.
And we're actually not responsible for either of the buildings. Dragon broke them.
Mm-hmm.
We are responsible for the street.
So, we'll go about doing that. What do you do, Rolen?
I put up equipment, clean it, make sure everything's restocked.
Okay, well, it's about that evening, and,
Take a shower.
this mayhem shows up at your door.
Like, not a company one, but my actual door?
Yes.
Answer it.
Long time no see.
Hello.
So, my chat with your little dragon friend was cut short the other day.
Apparently she's British.
Well, sometimes I'm just British. Just deal with it.
And the other day was this morning.
Technically, at this point, the other day was yesterday.
Oh, so it's the next day.
Yes.
Okay.
Taking the time that it took you guys to get everyone home and to get the thing home. Yeah.
Okay.
Yes, we skipped past that. That pretty much was the overnight of things. Yeah. Yes. And, it's telling me you've been doing a lot of work. Now, I was thinking, maybe you needed a little bit more press on your side. You have your little Twitters.
Yeah, we do.
But really, nothing hard-hitting, nothing with an edge. I can write a
I
story.
hate everything about this character you're doing right now. I'm about to lose it.
You're not there.
So you can't lose it.
My character, he's tossing in his sleep going,
Something's going on! I can feel it! So much!
I wake up and I'm like, oh, thank God I didn't have a good night's sleep. I wouldn't know what to do. I almost burned down the whole compound last time I slept well.
Nope, toss it in your sleep. No worries.
Yeah. Well, nice talking to you. No comment. Close.
Very well, we'll go with what I have.
Great.
Walks away.
I just assume Stevens/Haskins screwed us, but...
It was Haskins.
Yes, but I'm not putting it past Stevens.
Stevens is a bad source of information.
Yeah, no, but he's a good source to get information from.
Yeah.
He doesn't have any more.
I'm sure there's parties and mingling.
Yeah, there's definitely...
Yeah, but nothing to do with us. I don't keep in contact with him.
No, you don't.
But
Either of you been calling and updating the local town idiot who you cannot trust?
Not calling, but yeah, he comes to the parties and
Yeah.
small.
He's definitely been around him.
There's parties?
Yeah.
I didn't know this. I was too busy working.
Get-togethers, hang
Big
out.
slackers.
Maybe not, full blowout parties.
Yeah.
Furthermore, just the whole change in the political structure of the town has led him to know sort of what's been going on.
What, did someone run for mayor?
Someone recently ran for sheriff.
Yeah.
So? It's not him. He didn't win.
No, he did run though, and I did not allow Heskin to vote. And somehow Stevens forgot to vote for himself.
Which also ties Stevens to Heskin.
Huh?
Stevens and Heskin.
Steven and Heskin have hung out at the parties.
I'm telling you, this dragon just needs to die.
But otherwise, a couple calm days. Newspaper article about...
Ah, thank God we don't have to worry about it. It's in the newspaper.
Yeah, no one reads those. Like, unless some Boy Scout's reading his paper before he crumples it up to catch something on fire.
All those bird droppings.
Do you feel like a newspaper is something that is only in print and not an online situation? Because I would still call all of the online news media a newspaper.
Yeah, but all of them are garbage anyways.
Well, yeah, totally, no, but...
Unless it's like one of the big three, like the CNN or Fox or MSNBC.
Which all of the small ones are owned by one of those and get...
Yeah, I don't care what they have to say. I certainly don't read the newspaper.
I'm sure someone tells us about it.
No, you guys don't get to know.
Oh, okay.
I'm fine with that. We can go on with our day because she's not an important person, and she talks in a sometimes British accent, which I find obnoxious.
I talk in a sometimes British accent.
Don't blame the character for that.
It wasn't the British accent. It was that hyper,
And the fact that she thinks newspapers are important more than tweets.
I'm just saying, if she puts out a story that makes the news, I'm going to see it. Makes any amount of news.
You guys are the subject of it. But yeah, basically, broad skimming. Is announcing your company, and it is, does go into discussion, and basically it slams Heskin as a dragon that you guys are harboring, and talks about how you claim to be sorting issues, but are, potentially a threat.
Is it written by this Mayhem lady?
Yes, it is.
Did you mention she talked to you?
I mentioned that I said no comment. If you asked
So
me...
she, talked to you, is the point. She came to you before the story came out.
Yes. You would ask me that after, and I was like, yeah, she did. And I said no comment.
I get you to write an affidavit about what she said to you, and then I hand that to the lawyers. She tried to blackmail us for favorable coverage in the newspaper. I give it to the lawyers. They're like, oh, that's pretty cut clear right there. She came to the subject before talking about, don't you need good coverage? And we're like, no. And then we get a story that's negative about the company.
Okay. Well, after some time, probably you're not necessarily jumping to that, but basically what comes back is basically her claiming that, yes, I asked for both sides of story. I was given a no comment on...
Don't you mean 3 years later, once we're done with court? I'll throw money at this problem. I don't like her.
This story getting buried. How important is she in her local newspaper?
No,
not more than a month worth of time before she's
getting fired. Yeah.
No, she won't get fired. She'll probably the story will just be buried. A retraction will be pointed about, poor this and that, and it'll just be quickly forgotten. No, there is a correct way to gain both sides of the story. It's not going up to the person's house and asking if they need better coverage.
To be fair, that's not how she asked.
That's an
She
implied
literally
threat.
said those words.
It was an implied threat.
She implied.
Yes.
Yeah.
This is
And you're not
all we need.
legally allowed to do that.
Oh, she's legally allowed to.
Yeah.
But we have bigger money than she does.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. The only thing is literally if you're just willing to throw more money at it,
We could just
you could totally tie her up.
Yes.
go away.
Figuratively speaking.
Yeah, and if more people come by for other stories,
You do get a bit of a buzz for is there really a dragon here?
and we will say yes.
You get that question.
Okay. I tell them that my media contact is, and I hand them the card. I say, if that doesn't work, you can also contact my lawyers. I have nothing to say to you.
No comment.
Go away.
We set up a...
Or is this
Ray-
just
Ray-
Ray?
No, this is like regular guy.
I say, I'm trying to eat here. Leave me alone.
I prefer the first one better of the...
Our
What
Twitter.
did I do?
Here's my Twitter account. Go away. I'm like, is that true? I don't handle press releases. I don't know.
It's like in the wake of it, we take a legal point, crush her story because crush her, and then we to prove that we're on the right side, we openly have interviews with all other news sources that aren't them.
Well, yes, Heskin is around, but...
With Heskin.
He has been living
Interviews,
here,
question and
helping,
answers.
healing.
Oh,
translation.
He loves it.
But yes,
To meet all the new
F
people.
Miss Mayhem.
You're tired of this person showing up in our game.
I'm not tired of it.
Tied that up.
I'm not tired of it. It's just
She doesn't need a career.
don't try and play these games
Yes.
with my 18 charisma. I'll brush you off my shoulder.
Just one too many cease and desist letters to you. It's like, I don't know the law.
It's like, you gonna come at me, you better be some 50-year-old veteran of 30 years of newspapering.
No.
But yeah, so we admit, it's like we have these other non-human workers. Heskin is one of them. He's helped immensely with our translation program to learn this and this. Which, once we have a complete thing, we will be really selling dictionaries for the common language of their world.
Yeah. By the way, I'm not in any of these interviews.
Well, no, you don't like Heskin, and you're not a media mogul
No.
kind of person.
I'm the
That's the point.
operations officer. I don't do that stuff.
This is now a permanent situation. Weird things are going to start show up, and it's going to get normal. So we need to start integration now.
Yeah.
We need to get a jump on this.
Someone luck check.
Alright. I got a 7.
I got a natural 20.
And a natural 20.
So 23.
I said someone, he rolled it.
Nice.
Funny.
No, 7.
Did you just say I got a 7 before you rolled? And
Yeah, and I rolled a 7.
I have a 7. Then
It's like, there it is.
Is that like 2 20s because he called it?
No,
No.
it's 2 7s at best. Oh, I'm so.
You are hanging out on base. You know that they're out on a press tour with Heskin. And I'm guessing also Hope.
Yeah.
Do you take Kriv?
We don't take Kratos, but we will take the gnome.
Okay.
He can do little illusions and
Yeah.
stuff. It's like, there's also magic.
Yeah.
No, Kirby and me hang out.
He can tell a whole lot of jokes that nobody gets.
Yeah. No.
He tells
After
us-
a bit of time, you kind of get he thinks he's funnier than he is.
No, I play it up. It's going to be great when we start hiring women to give it who are going to start slapping him for his behavior. We're going to go hire a bunch of them female Marines and watch him kick the crap out of him for being a smartass. It's going to be great.
I don't think he's handsy.
No, but he's mouthy. And that works just as well.
He is mouthy, and he does have, well, not handsy, not rapey. He does have a bit of a crude sense of humor that he will tell verbal jokes that,
As opposed to the nonverbal ones.
well,
You know, like miming.
slapstick and yeah.
We just throw bananas down. Not
Anyways.
to peel the whole banana.
You are hanging out at the compound, knowing that they are gone, when you get a ping that something is coming through, and it is coming through about 3/4 of a mile southeast of you.
Okay, I gather up the guys, get in the truck.
You're like, that's drivable.
Size.
Small.
Okay. Get in the truck. Drive out there.
Just an entire box of grenades in there.
Oh, I take my little assassin friend with me.
Yeah.
Like, remember, you're not allowed to kill people unless I say you can. It's a whole discipline thing we're working on now.
That's how I've always done it.
And I
Oh,
grab
God.
I grab a full.
That's
crew.
exactly how he's always done it. It's like, kill things when I'm told to kill things. It's really usually been an exchange of coin, but
Hold on.
your coins seem rather worthless here.
I grab a.
Well, we've taught him how to buy stuff.
Yeah. Point B, the phrase, exchange of coin is a common phrase.
Oh, okay.
Your coins seem rather worthless.
I grab 6 or 7 other people, including like 3 snipers, and have them take up sneaky positions around the area.
Okay.
Then I critique them for their shitty sneaking abilities and tell them to do it better.
They try. You could only see 2 of them when you were trying to critique, so.
No, I've got really high perception.
Yeah.
Not Nick high perception.
What's his name?
Grim, son of Grim?
No. The
McTavish.
Tavish? The dragon guy.
Oh, Heskin?
Not Heskin, this dragon guy.
He means Kriff.
Kriff. Yeah. Does Kriff speak English yet? And I'm almost sure Bob doesn't speak common.
Yes, I
Bob
do
does speak common. He is actually...
I specifically...
yeah, no, yeah. Austin's the one that... I'm guessing at this point you're starting to work on it.
No. I'll either learn it or I won't. I'm not going to put in effort.
I will either pick it up for
Well,
osmosis.
the ones that he's hanging out with are starting to speak English, and yes, both Kriv is... Yeah, pretty much, yeah, everyone that comes through... probably the deepest exception and lowest thing are the aquatic groups, which have a base level, but it generally is 1 or 2 will come speak, and then they will come try and teach the rest of their group. And sometimes their frightening neighbor.
We're just ignoring that Jin. Just ignore it hard. He's over there, maybe.
No, I hang out with him from time to time.
He
I
is
think
there
he's funny.
most of the time.
Oh, okay.
Most of the time you go up for him, he's there.
Orange.
To be fair, you could kind of assume maybe he's still there when you're not.
Uh-huh.
I don't see him in the
No, I went infrared.
Yeah. I don't see him in the infrared vision this time, but I came back the next day and he was there, so he wasn't too gone.
So yeah, I go to meet it, put on the respirator.
Of course you
put on
do.
my gas mask.
Respirator, goggles, everything full.
Is it nighttime?
No.
Don't put on the night vision.
Okay.
I have them up just here. They're not covering my eyes yet. They're just on my head, waiting for me to need to cover my eyes.
Yes. Let's see.
I look like a bit of a crazy person.
Yes, you do.
And I guess I have my sniper rifle in the bag and my regular rifle out.
Yeah, you probably give yourself a little bit of a distance. When there's a spark in the middle, not really middle, somewhat near a neighboring house, one that, has not been put up for sale, but for which, at this point, the owners have not come back to.
What are we doing?
You
You're
guys
at
are at a press conference.
Like right now?
Yeah.
Yes.
Talking to people?
Yes. You are in an interview.
How? And it was a small blip?
Yes.
Yes.
Right
It was a
near
small
our
blip
base.
3/4 of a mile away.
From the base. Whatever, yeah, you're zoomed out far enough, it's basically looking like, for all you could tell, it may be teleporting into the tavern from the distance that you are from it.
Just one of those things in the middle of the interview, look down and go,
Yeah, that's really fun. We're not actually hired to defend this county anyways.
It's five of you right now. Yeah, it's not the county that you're officially hired to, and you have the rest of your crew that you know.
Yeah.
I mean, unless one of you chooses to zap out in the middle of it.
No, there's 8 people besides me taking care of it.
Yeah, no, it's like, you guys have a crew. That would definitely be a showpiece of, I have to go.
My
In a
people
minute.
need me.
But yeah,
I'm telling you, you should have gotten your things updated to go Rangers. It would have been great, but no, all of you guys are lame.
I think we would get sued.
when a tall, tattooed, bald woman wearing bear furs and, wielding like a double-headed battle axe just sort of appears mid-run and stumbles around looking quite confused.
So look at their saying, "Come out of there. You got teleported to a different planet. You're stuck here now."
What's planet?
I could have swore we would have given you a card to read from.
I'm sure you did.
Yeah,
I'm sure.
pocket. Can't be has
It's like the Miranda card.
You've given me several. They usually have holes in them at the other end of the shooting range.
Shit.
Yep. I just look at her like, yep, pretty much.
Spins. Leans. Give me food.
You're gonna have to throw some manners in there, ma'am. You're in the South.
A hatchet land.
Flies over 100 feet?
She is at this point probably around 60 feet from you. She came in mid-run, and also you couldn't predict where to be exactly.
I would have been quite far away from where it was coming.
Yeah, but I mean, you kind of get an area,
Yeah.
and then it kind of scatters as it comes in, so you can never know. I prevented you from knowing an exact location they come in, so you can't all be scoped on their spot.
Come on, we hardly ever set up ridiculous booby traps for people to walk into.
It would be every day time. It would be just a load of C4. They'd pop in. Hey, you friendly? No? Boom!
at the ground about 5 feet before your Jeep.
My truck?
Yeah, I call it a Jeep all the time.
It's not.
It's starting to look a little more Jeepish. It seems really strange.
It's
About
just a
five-
valve roll bars over the actual cab.
About 5 feet before your truck.
Alright, I'm going to count that as hostile action. She threw an axe at my truck. It's not a great roll.
That's a barbarian. You'll probably be fine.
I don't know what rolls he's using. 16. No, wait. 17.
Are you shooting her or the round before?
Oh, wait, no. Long range doesn't give me any bonuses. 16.
You never answered his question.
Oh. Her.
Oh.
I said she was committing a hostile action. However, I'm not hiding or sneaking, so...
You're not trying to kill her as hard as you could be trying to kill her.
I have a whole bunch of snipers hiding behind me, and I haven't given them the signal to start shooting her at all.
They shoot her anyway.
Panic fire. Someone shot! Everybody shoot!
All of the people we have are, like, ex-military. That's not likely to panic fire.
That's true. A lot of them are just like, shouldn't we help out the boss? He wants to get killed. It's his problem.
He said to wait.
He said to wait. She's hitting him with the axe. Shouldn't we not?
She threw it at his truck. Oh, that wasn't smart. She shouldn't have thrown it at his truck. Boss loves that truck.
To be fair, she missed.
Damage?
Oh. I didn't know that I hit.
Oh, yes, so yes.
We were discussing my fondness for my truck.
There's a lot of it.
Nope. None of those.
Well, the D6.
There's doubles here on them. Yep, so that's 9. 13. 18 damage.
You can tell she's trying to act like she doesn't feel... She feels a little bit, but...
I just look at her and go, so you want to be, show some manners now? Stop throwing axes at my vehicle?
Okay. I'm translating what you're saying into a language that you could actually be saying, but yeah.
My horseless cart.
Do you want to be polite to me? Literally just sort of fleeting.
Like, we can handle this in a more friendly manner if you're willing to stop doing hostile actions.
Drops great axe to hold by the
Axie part.
by the axie part.
By the axie part.
It worked. Do you know what she's doing?
Yeah, I'm just not happy about it.
The head.
Yeah.
Not the
Yeah,
half.
exactly. She walks forward at a calm pace.
Appropriate speed. She's a free killer.
Leans down,
To be fair,
Pulls off
she
and
probably
shove.
is a trained killer.
wipes off axe.
Like, alright, we'll go back to the base, get you some food and some medical treatment, talk about your options. Then
Also, at the point where she gets up to you,
I whistle.
tall woman is like, she's like 8 foot tall.
Yeah, I whistle and do this. All of a sudden, a whole bunch of people with guns pop out.
She has no idea what a gun is, so.
Well,
She does. I just shot her with one.
She has no concept for what a gun is.
if nothing else, it's a wizard staff that he just pointed at her and made her believe.
Theirs
it was
look different than his.
Yeah. They're just bigger. And there's also a dragonborn.
I was like, so, tell me about yourself.
I am Korsava,
Okay. That doesn't tell me anything, other than your name.
I am Kosovo of the clan Vameli Langa.
Okay. That's still your name. The heck is the Mini Langa?
My clan,
Okay.
righteous. We hunt the dinosaur.
I killed one of them. It swallowed me and I shoved explosives down its gullet.
I've killed many.
From the inside?
You should not get inside them.
What? It's highly effective.
Can't confirm.
It works great.
Purple worms, T-Rexes, highly effective.
Yeah, I only killed one dinosaur, a couple dragons. Walk over, open the door of the car.
Killed dragons and now that week. Well, perhaps you're lucky.
Nah. Like, get in the car. It's a seat. She knows how to use those.
Mm-hmm.
Or does she?
And what are you talking about? She's 8 feet tall. Aren't you having her get in? No,
It's an
that's a cab.
F-250. It works just fine.
Get her in the back. Those things, the cabs are not that spacious.
They really are.
They aren't.
They are.
I've been in those, and they're not that spacious.
You apparently
She
have
is
to-
quite cramped, but she can physically fit.
Oh, I gun it down the road.
show her speed.
Steven pulls you over, gives you a ticket.
She just sort of grabs the oh shit bar.
Wow, universal concept there.
She, like, literally fumbles around, finds something to hold on to.
I inform her as to the colloquial name for that particular object.
Well, that's your closing here.
See. I see.
Suddenly she became the Spanish Goliath.
No, I see.
Oh, okay.
You just drive her back to base, take her over to medical.
Thing is still just George and his crew.
Yeah.
Which we have both.
At the very least,
times in
when Haskins
basket.
and Hope aren't there.
Yeah.
Yeah. He will not he will not hire more staff, so I'm just going to swamp him with paperwork until he says I'm going to hire more staff. But in fact, I'm throwing unnecessary paperwork at him until he hires more staff. I'm not happy with the level of work he's requiring himself to do. George. I put him in charge of a department. If he's not staffing it correctly, that's on him.
Mm-hmm. They seem to get the things that you put in front of them done.
Yeah.
I know, it's really annoying.
It's like I'm a grunt. I'm supposed to be under someone, not heading a department.
He takes it pretty well.
Yeah.
He just has a large sense of not wanting to work with people that he does not know.
Yeah.
Basically, the not wanting to just trust a random person to do things that...
He doesn't trust people to do it right. I can respect that.
But otherwise, yeah. Interview goes as well as any other.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but
Don't hear the sound of massive gunfire, so everything's fine. Must be.
you are probably out in the city at this point.
You haven't gotten any panicked phone calls, so
Yeah.
that's fine.
Yeah.
Well, I couldn't do anything about it anyway now.
Our teleport window's gone. But yeah, after the interview's done, call back to base, see what was up.
Ring, ring.
Hello.
So, we got a signal near base. You guys take care of it?
Yeah.
What was it?
Ghosts.
It was a gigantic, muscly woman.
Like that blue thing that appeared in random town, I don't remember his name.
No, she's not like 12 feet tall, she's shack sized.
Oh, okay.
So like 6, 7 foot.
You know, it's an inside joke.
I know it's an inside joke!
Well, at least
Shaquille O'Neal size or like the size of a shack?
either way.
Yeah, just any of the Shacks. Jack from Kazam, from Steel, from that basketball thing.
From the new movie coming out.
Wait, there's a new movie?
Yes.
I thought they were done making those.
No.
What, new movies?
I don't know, that's all the information I have on it.
There's a new movie with Shaq. Called Uncle Ben, I think.
Is he making rice?
No, he's playing basketball.
I was going to say he dies and gives his nephew great motivations.
Okay. Spider-Man.
Oh.
Yeah. Oh, you did. Oh, yeah. I was like, we all know. Oh, you.
Yes, but did she come along, or did you end up killing her?
I didn't kill her.
She wasn't a dragon.
Okay.
She totally drove back to my truck.
Okay. Yeah, no, it's like you had to get back there some way. Either you teleported, then called someone and brought you in the truck. But either way is fine. Okay, well, we'll talk to her when we get back. Try not to scare her off.
I don't think this one scares.
Okay.
She's glorious.
So yeah, patched up, bandaged up, recovered with furs. So it comes out, picking out blood and. And food?
Oh, yeah. Take her inside. Pull out food. Give her a beer. Remove the lid top from the beer. Just.
And sit her in front of the planet Earth montage?
Yeah.
Every so often she says, "I killed those."
Every so often I say, "So have I."
Just like the idea, we have one single break room set aside for exactly this purpose. Just a large screen constantly looping like Planet Earth, Blue Planet, all those, and, food.
In my mind, this is literally like the living room that the house enters into.
Yeah, it is.
So the little kitchen area too.
Yeah.
Because in my mind, you never really changed it from what you originally set up for the day you had to ad-lib it with hope.
Yeah.
Just sort of keeps getting reused.
Well,
So I
there's
pull-
another entirely different, concrete building on there that we could have been using.
Mm-hmm.
But we just kept the original house on the property too, because why not?
Yeah. No, concrete building,
I'm sure-
armory, a lot more of the research, storage.
A huge
Yeah,
lake.
there's probably a shooting range in there, basic things like that. General facilities as just far as normal thing. Just use the house. It's already there.
Yeah.
You need an office. It's there.
Yeah.
I find the pieces of paper that are scattered about that says things like, "This is the interview sheet." I'm like, all right. And I go through the standard questionnaire.
Do one of you know specific information that you are gaining during that you want to ask her?
Well,
Name.
She will repeat.
yeah.
Kamsaba.
Her job was hunter.
No. Her job was not hunter. What she did, all that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
Well, were there wizards? Why did they send you over?
Questions to judge her disposition. Things like, if you were offered a puppy, a flower, or computer code, which would you find most pleasant?
And would you murder the puppy?
You would like the flower.
The computer code would also have been accepted.
Yeah, just
It's a Futurama joke.
Okay.
They go to a planet of all robots, and he says, the computer code, and the robot goes, "The flower would have also been acceptable." Just not the puppy.
Yeah, yes. But yeah, she's as far as the attack, but generally it seems that she was carrying out a vendetta. Someone had killed someone of her tribe. She was in attack against them.
just
How did
Then
it
you
go?
were there. Well, you were there at the end.
Mm-hmm.
I got food.
Yeah. I like that
Yet to see.
rushing a wizard citadel. Because assumably that's where they developed the thing, is near our town.
Technically, she is rushing someone's house a short distance outside of a wizard citadel. Now, who happened to live in there? Surprise, surprise!
Who are you? Go away.
But yeah.
Give her the options. She can work with us. We can explain the language and customs of the thing.
Oh, yeah.
She does. And
I asked her about her race as well. Like, are you human? And just gloriously tall?
No.
We only have humans on this planet until you all start teleporting in. It's very confusing.
That catches her off guard, and she seems very confused by that. She wants you to explain yourself.
I do so?
She still doesn't get it, but she is of the Goliath.
No wonder she's so glorious. Is she tall? Oh, the tallest.
How big was she, Greg?
like 8 feet tall. Steven Universe reference.
Is that what he's been doing this whole time?
He may have been, but he doesn't
okay.
watch Steven.
I don't like Steven Universe. I'm just very fond of tall women.
Okay.
I don't mind mountain climbing.
Okay. Never mind. Just moving on. We have an expert from A Guide to the Peaks.
Is that a sex book? It sounds like a sex book. Also, not saying I need it, but I'd certainly give it a look through. One's never too old to stop learning. Did I break something?
You didn't break me, no! I'm fine. I'm just leaning back here.
Did you finally get the sex book covered?
My brain may have assembled it a little later than normal. Okay. No.
Don't cry, it's okay.
I know it is.
But yes, just basic description of what we know. Wizards thought banishing you to different out of existence. You end up here.
We're out of existence.
I already said that I explained myself.
Okay.
Yeah. But yeah. You guys catch your flight home. Why is that?
How's the plane take off if they're holding it? They're just dragging behind it?
Mm-mm. They're holding on inside.
They're just nervous flyers. I just see murders and they're hugging the seat in front of them.
Now, checking the Twitter and all that, seeing how our
You can't your flight.
Okay, it's $16. Do you want to check your...
I couldn't wait the hour it takes to get home.
Because you're going to hear a 2-hour lecture about how that's a ripoff.
Well, no, I'm a computer expert. I know that's a ripoff.
You're like, I could put it on the company card if I wanted to listen to it for an hour and a half. Hear about it for the next 30 years.
Put it on the company card. Don't even use the internet.
Just comes with it. Just like all those lobster dinners.
Here. I don't even need them.
Studio should be paying for those.
Yes. Anyways, when we get back on the drive home, check that. I assume we probably
You can't
drove
drive
from-
and play on your cell phone.
Yeah, I'm probably driving.
We have someone
I
whose
asked Travis,
specific job it
yeah.
is to do the thing you're trying to do. Let him do his job.
I asked Travis how the reactions are going.
Absolutely great.
Is that the truth?
He's the one that manages the social media.
Yeah, it's fantastic.
I have to assume it must be.
Yeah. Basically the best ever.
Nice. Like you've done good.
Also,
Heskin.
technically, he's the only one checking the Twitters right now, so even if not.
Angry mob with pitchforks and torches coming towards us. Absolutely great.
This is fine.
It's what we were working for.
That's fine. Once they hit 2,000 feet, I'll deal with them.
Really,
Because
just
they are
becomes
now in range.
it really
Yeah.
just becomes a number game of did they bring enough bodies that we can't take all of them out?
No, we have full.
Well, really, I mean-
now.
Civilians, you only have to get so many before they figure out, oh, let's not pop past the line of bodies. We can't go there. We hate them even more now, but
Yeah. Well, just the idea of if we all rush them at once, they can't kill us all.
Yes, they
But
can.
I
They
can kill
totally
like
can.
this half of you.
yeah,
So which half?
yeah. The point being,
Who wants
from
to
a
volunteer?
civilian standpoint, yeah, but they could kill me.
Yes.
That is why that always fails.
Dang the civvies, so selfish.
And there's self-preservation.
Yes.
Every time, Nick. Every time.
I could sleep for an entire day and still yawn.
He is ridiculous.
So get back.
Yep.
Introduce ourselves to new giant lady.
Are they okay?
Bit soft. Well,
They
that
just
one
got
is.
back.
You don't know what I said. I said that one is. He'll blow you the heck up.
5 people walking.
And Heskin and Hope.
Oh,
And no, yeah.
Heskin's a murderer.
So it's the
And-
only person with a confirmed kill count?
You just murdered a baby dragon, so.
That's true.
And Hope is good people.
Like, of the two of you, though. Well, actually, that's true. Heskin killed a dragon, so now you're equal. You're both murderers.
No. The Dragonborn killed the dragon. Heskin just put him in.
Oh, so you only got that final kill there?
Yeah.
Alright, so Heskin's still with 0 kills to your, 6 dozen.
Yeah, the difference is he tried to kill me. Unfortunately for him, I'm too wily to go down that way, which is actually what Rolen believes.
He is tiny man.
He's a
We get rid of
dragon.
it. You said you fought dragon.
Yeah.
At this point, as you are speaking to her in common tongue, Heskin is just over there kind of looking.
Just sad. Anyways,
He walks outside.
I make formal introductions of this Hope. I'm Sue. This is Travis. That was Heskin. He is a silver dragon who has helped us, and not one of the dragons we have killed that were trying to destroy stuff.
By helped us, he mean only tried to kill us once because we didn't do exactly what he said.
We tried to kill you.
It is a personal grudge between the two of them that we're all staying out of because Rollins is crazy.
I look
She
at her.
smiles at that.
I look at her and go, "You screwed up my yard."
Kind of looks out the window.
What's a yard?
Very sorry.
I'm gonna think of remember, yard's a colloquialism that wouldn't exist in medieval society. What's a yard?
Well, he's using
He is
common-
using common language, which means I am translating into actual words, which basically means that he just said that he destroyed the land outside of this building. She looked outside, saw the pitiful state of it, and apologized.
Not a single mountain in sight. It's pitiful.
Yeah. And basically just give her a feel of, what do you want to do? Try to strike out on your own or work with us to learn the world?
Just kidding, you'll die. It's not really a choice. I mean,
Hope butts in,
Uh-huh.
asking what the different tattoos mean.
Oh, okay. Go for it.
Yeah. Yeah. Many of them are basically are family members, friends, lovers. They are all things she can't.
And one
manage.
drunken night.
Well, that's But
don't
she
know.
remembers it's inked here.
I don't know how many. I just keep giving her a beer, more beer. We just have like this pile of beer in front of us.
She at no point says no.
Just trying to test if she's Andre the Giant.
Yes.
She's what?
Andre the Giant. A man that was like 7-8 feet tall and, could drink 100 beers in a night before he got buzzed.
No, he drank way more than that. His record's like at like the 200, 300 range, somewhere in there.
Just a lot of beers, for he was a large, hardy man.
Well, a lot of it depends on the kind of beers that you have. But yeah, she has a decent constitution.
She's huge.
I know, it's so nice.
But otherwise, yeah, asking if she'll stay, she just sort of looks at food and drinks around. We'll stay. It seems nice here.
We do try to accommodate.
We are very good at making gilded cages.
That is like what you guys freaking do.
You can leave if
It's
you'd
like we
like,
feel
but
bad about it, especially in Hope's case, because she realizes it's a gilded cage.
You can leave whenever you want and give up all of this for the harsh reality of actual civilization.
Yeah, he knows.
Or you can stay here.
where it's nice and safe, and we will look after you and feed you and clothe you.
And call you George.
And call you George.
Hey, that's my name!
You're not
I'm
there,
not
you're
saying
in the
we-
barn being antisocial.
I'm not saying that we don't treat you like that, George, but...
Did you get those samples done yet? That was just beer you put in beakers. Could have just said yes.
Anyways, Heskin, come here. And he walks back to us.
Who called for Aspen?
George did.
Oh, okay. So, yeah, you spend our time talking to new lady, explaining world stuff. What does Askin and George do?
Does anyone go follow them?
No.
No.
Okay.
Explain stuff to new lady.
Yeah. Then at this point, you're not sure.
See how I already explained it to her? I feel like I'm not trusted.
Yeah, no.
No,
She-
you are...
Occasionally she does say, didn't you already say that?
No.
Yeah. That paperwork's all filled out directly in front of you.
Oh, no, I'm-
directly under these beer cans.
Yeah. So you take it, flip through it, and just explain more about, actual world stuff. Like, the paperwork does broad strokes. Now we're just explaining more stuff. Like, if she wants to join us,
She
fighting.
already said yes.
Alright. Well, join us on missions. Like,
There's no way she'd say no. She's awesome. Greatest character ever.
just making up all for the Heskin.
No, Roland's got some taste, and she's went down and just checked all them boxes.
Giant, strong.
I didn't realize I was doing that, but okay.
Rollins is like 5'4". He's a tiny man.
Just general conversation and here's world and stuff. Here's our different foods we use. What kind of foods do you eat?
All of them.
Well, evidently beer
this-
and meat and
Yeah, at this
anything else
point-
that you have.
Beer and cold pizza.
Yeah.
Ah, yes. The college diet.
Well, some of us are of college age again.
Yes, strapping young man.
Yeah, spend the evening.
Yeah, no, hang out, talk. At a certain point, you do hear enough thumping out back to kind of realize something is...
Going out back.
Yeah, no, there's a silver dragon out there with George.
I turn on hunting shows. Gosh, never the Blue Earth. There's hunting shows.
Yeah.
I'll deal with this and go.
Starts to get the whole what the guns thing is. Oh, that's what fishes out. Basically, bit a bullet that was pulled out of her shoulder.
Go out see what Heskin and George is doing. What's up, big man?
Hello.
George, what's going on?
Oh, I needed some information and areas for the corpse.
Okay. Have fun. Head back in, finish dinner. I'll see him at home. And
Yeah, they don't take too long.
Yeah.
And yeah, no, as leaving, Hope kind of gives,
healing.
gives Karsava sort of a, are you staying here, or... She'll look at you for an answer.
You can sit here. We got extra rooms and stuff. We don't have any clothes in your size, but if you're happy with your furs, we can get you something a bit more modern.
We talk about clothes her size. We literally have like entire stores dedicated to ladies her size.
Not 8 feet tall,
Oh,
ladies.
that's true.
Yeah, you actually don't have any in her size. You haven't prepped that
We have
yet.
to get it tailored.
Yeah.
We'll put her in pretty sundress.
That was exactly what I thought.
Look at how roomy it is.
You can move quite well in combat.
Tear.
It's a sundress. It doesn't have shoulders.
I mean, if she wants to Hulk out of it, she can, but
I'm like,
she'd literally be having to rip it. It moves with her body. She can't flex out of it.
I'm like, you're just making this better for me. Oh, Roland. This is going to be fun.
Well, anyways, staying there and overnight, you find that she has no sense of modesty that probably would actually put it into that.
I just go back to my house to sleep. I have
Okay.
a house.
Yeah.
So does she go into barracks with the...
No, she stays in the house.
Do you actually have any rooms that are still bedrooms?
Yeah.
Okay, because I kind of felt like you turned those into offices.
Okay, fine. I'll just go back to my place. And she's an extra bedroom there.
Okay, yeah.
Showers and toilets. Oh god, that toilet's so tiny.
I explained the showers and toilets.
That's important.
It's incredibly important. Please do not poop on my lawn.
Or in the corner.
Yeah, no, she... Flushing mechanism, little foreign, actual concept of gathering and somewhere to sit to go, understood.
Yes.
As far as the technology level she's coming from. Shower, unusual. If it fills into a tub, that's a really convenient way to fill one of those up. So the stream just goes right into the basin. And otherwise, nothing much more exciting.
I'm curious as to how she shaves her head.
With a razor.
With an axe.
They're not that sharp.
Hers is.
She has 3 that are.
They're magical?
You don't know.
I ask. I asked her how she shaved her head.
Oh, you actually asked? Yeah, she will say, she will show you probably the axe that she has for it, and yeah.
I found leaf boots on someone, and I'm wearing those, but we don't have magic in this world.
No magic in this world.
However, the roofers are working out great.
Anyways, but yeah, so yeah, basically does seem she has some magical equipment under layers of furs and and yes, at a certain point, yeah, she has quite a few axes. She has a couple of swords.
Just all of them prepared?
What? I carry around 3 guns and a hatchet and 2 knives and
And a lot of the equipment she has is to be thrown. So once she uses it, until she gets back to it, that is no longer arming her. So yeah, she does have quite a few.
yeah, but does she have balanced short swords made for throwing?
No.
It's a bad plan.
Oh wow, she did her best. She managed not to put an axe in your truck accidentally, so
I would have been very annoyed.
it really probably would have changed the whole atmosphere of what happened.
I don't know. She's not mad at me for shooting her.
Yeah, no.
Yeah. She doesn't hold a grudge like some people.
Yeah. And she was just going for the object right next to you to be a warning shot, but that object would have been your truck.
Mm-hmm.
But she was throwing far enough; she had disadvantage, and it was the disadvantage that kept her from. Because the first roll was an 18. But yeah. Now you guys. Calm night.
Oh, kind of burned down the compound.
Not the best night's sleep, but it's not restless for a negative. You wake up moderately low. I figured this one out.
Yeah, start cooking, make coffee. Probably got a handle about how much she eats. Made lots of food.
Yeah, no. And otherwise, yeah, no, she'll probably go out and look around yard. I'm guessing you have at least a couple trees.
I have a forest.
Do you have trees outside of your forest?
You don't have a forest, you have woods.
Yeah, outside of your woods. Do you have...
I don't know. At this point, I own a lot of property.
It's woods.
Do I have trees like directly outside the house?
Yeah.
No, I have a yard, and then there's trees
Okay.
in a driveway. So the
Well, for
house
me,
is okay.
some yards
so
have trees
house,
spotted around within them.
House about 2 acres of yard that actually has to be mowed, and then there's a driveway that goes down to the front of the property, and then there's just trees everywhere else, so you can't actually see the home from the road.
Privacy trees.
Yeah.
And then the woods.
But yeah, all of it's woods. Mm-hmm. I cut a little pocket out for where the house is, and the rest of it is woods.
Okay. Yeah. What do you guys
That's why you're so angry with asking and saying it's tree down there. It's not in the woods.
Well, to be fair,
It was down the
other property.
which
Yeah.
is a farm,
Yeah.
which is mostly not woods.
Yeah.
Yes.
The woods is where my property began.
Yeah.
My actual one I inherited. You paid off part of my property.
Yes. Cook breakfast.
To be fair, you're pretty close with that at this point in this.
Cook breakfast. Spray down tree. Throw a bag of mulch at them.
What? Just
Yeah.
Here you go. Do with it what you need.
that's not
Not how they work. Yeah, I know.
that's not how mulch do.
Also, what is mulch? Think about it. What is mulch?
Little wood chips.
Yeah.
Were you threatening it?
No, this is
I throw bits of its people cut to...
You could
But
just like throw poop at it or something. I don't know.
Yeah,
But
but
it's gotta be fresh mulch, nice and moist. It's half rotted.
yes, but for how you take care of trees, either that or just a big bag of nitrogen.
I need to buy a whole lot of nitrogen fertilizer. Don't ask why.
A tree keeps eating it.
They can do that.
They'd probably be fine. You need fertilizer? It's like, should we ship it to the same address as all the C4? Yes.
Wait,
Why is
there
that
a
home and
C4
garden store?
Yeah, is there a
C4?
C4/fertilizer farm supply shop? Farm supply / military?
yes, we get it all from the same guy.
The farm and military supply store.
I mean, obviously.
Farm and military surplus.
We
They
just
didn't
go,
used to be, but when you guys started your business and the farmers started moving out, they have started shifting.
we just go talk to Cooter down at Farm Supply. He's got C4 in the back. Don't tell nobody though. The government come take it.
That sounds like it would be illegal, and you wouldn't want to purchase
It would be massively illegal.
and you wouldn't want to purchase it. in
No,
that
I
case.
turn him in.
I'd buy
I
it
know
with
this
stock.
It's illegal for you to have this. Now, it's legal for me to have this, so I'm just going to buy it, so that way everyone's...
Everyone's fine.
Yeah.
I'm going to buy it at I don't know, how steep is the discount we're talking here? Is this like a 60% off sale?
You're not there. You're home making coffee.
And eggs. And bacon. And pancakes. And waffles.
You leave her impressed.
What?
Pancakes and waffles?
It's the same batter, you just put it in different things.
Waffle batter's different.
No, it's not. It's the same stuff.
Is he trying to act smug about cooking to you?
No.
It's quite amusing.
It's an Alton Brown thing. It's like,
Oh.
never use the waffle batter for the pancake batter. Which is the thing he has said.
Okay.
I'm sure he said a lot of things. Doesn't mean he needs
He's
to
not
listen
even a
to
chef, he's a TV producer, so
Yeah.
he makes children's shows.
And you are children.
He watches Steven Universe, so he already knows.
Otherwise, one of you roll. Luck.
15.
15. We have another couple of pretty peaceful days.
Integration, making sure our website's up and nice.
What do we have a website for?
Because everyone
We're,
has a website.
we're a corporate entity. Of course, we have a website of services. We provide the citizens stuff.
How else do we get hacked if we don't have a website?
Just stop leaking information, we don't have to blame it on the hackers. So I'd have to pull a Zuckerberg and get some nature of cushion to sit myself up in the Senate hearings.
And just be a robot or a lizard person. This is
Like Adam. With his zip-on ties.
I don't believe that makes you a robot.
No, he's referring to the time where he tried to pretend that I had, that I would use a clip-on tie, and I took offense to it, and so he turned his argument into stupidity and claimed that I was a lizard.
Oh, okay.
Which he didn't properly deny.
I'll have you know.
I'm not saying nothing about whether or not I'm a lizard, but I know how to tie a tie, you jerk.
He just went, no, you're stupid. And then never said he wasn't a lizard person.
Even if he is a lizard
Everyone
person,
knows
he's
lizard
going to be
people can't lie.
I think you're thinking of the Fae.
No.
I'm pretty sure they can lie too. I'm pretty sure like the only people who can
Make a
everyone can lie.
persuasion check.
Me?
No. Austin.
Probably you.
Why would we have Nick do it? Nick's not good at it.
I have double proficiency in it.
Because Nick is typically the one working with the business side of things. That is a terrible roll.
It's alright.
6.
Well, yeah, it's like half for you.
12.
That's actually not bad. It's not great. That's enough to get something. You get contracted with Tulsa, Oklahoma.
Cool. So I do that, hand over the stuff to the legal department, and all the paperwork I have to do.
It's mostly stuff they have to do. Basically, it comes down to they've gone over information, and it kind of comes down to talking to someone about, you know, what are we really getting here, and just trying to negotiate some final things. Anything that ended up different with them, you'd let them know as far as final paperwork, and then they draft everything up for you. Yeah, a little expanse there. And more or less, a lot of the areas further out, you kind of know there's enough people that are doing similar kind of things, just sort of ad hoc.
What about, like, add Eagle? Can we add Falcon?
No. Enough basically that every blip doesn't necessarily go as something you concern too much with, especially great distances outside of now your contracted areas.
Yeah.
Sort of, you just want the amateurs to deal with it. You don't have to hire us, but.
But here are the services we provide for.
But with some of them, after a few days, you get basically a call from one of those groups that are like, we have people, they seem lost and scared.
Mm-hmm.
They're all speaking that weird stuff.
Yes. We've had hope in other people enough.
It seems wrong to just keep shooting at them.
Oh.
They weren't fighting back, so we kind of just have them trapped here in a building.
Yeah.
That's what
We're in Miami.
Phone.
Yeah, no.
You want
No.
to do whatever you guys do?
Miami. We got a contract with Miami?
No, we're not
You do
there to
not.
stop something, but they're going to get refugees. Dude, you want a monopoly on these people or not?
I totally do.
Exactly.
We have all these people.
Gilded Cage Masters. So yeah,
I'm during all this time, I'm working
Tell you
super
what, this
duper
town's
hard on
population
recruiting
is
more
going
people.
up.
And you get occasional. You
I would
directly-
like to have 5 more full teams.
little slow, but yeah, you can
Yeah.
start over some time. Yeah.
yeah, it's definitely something we need to build because currently I feel we would be understaffed if all 3 of our areas triggered at once.
Mm-hmm. Probably one of the big spots where, and I'm guessing at a certain point you've taught others how to actually craft the.
Well, no, we've patented that, so that's just out there. They just have to pay us the costs to do that.
Yeah, if you have 5 teams
Uh-huh.
and you,
yeah. You mean I know I could do those in like a couple afternoons, but yeah, I've definitely taught one of George's.
What do you mean? You mean
assistants.
just George?
George has an assistant, and
George
actually has a couple people working.
Oh.
Yeah, and his research department. Yeah, that falls under their jobs of making
Okay.
those.
Yeah, just making sure that you actually have that where that's getting done, because otherwise,
Yeah, no, that's like
it's like, do I have to keep track of how many you have?
yeah. It's like we're making enough, and probably got set up some direct supply because I know we buy all this at Walmart. We've done it before, but
Yeah.
set up some direct supply to make it cheaper.
Yeah. Although, to be fair, probably at some point you've also decided to go and, rather than buy the bits you're getting at Walmart, just figure out, okay, half of these electronics weren't being used.
Yeah.
Let's not start with a Fitbit. Let's just get the things that we need out of it. And
So I asked them if they know how many people are in there.
Probably a dozen. Maybe?
Yeah, okay. So, yeah. Ask if either of you want to come.
Well, yeah.
Okay.
Can't trust you in negotiations.
Mm-hmm. And Travis, for the good PR of helping refugees, I figured you should come. Fly down there.
You take anyone else.
Does Barbarian Lady want to come with us?
If you ask her to go, she will not say no.
Yes,
Yeah,
but
I'd totally ask her to go.
Okay.
imagine the amount of legroom you have on a normal commercial flight. Now imagine the amount of legroom she would have.
She can just put her legs over Rollins. Rollins wouldn't mind.
Well, yeah. Probably not into flying.
I do ask Hope if she wants to go.
She will go if you ask her to go.
Yes, and explain to her the plane ride and flying commercial.
So what we do is we get in a big metal box, and the metal box hurls through the air.
she's
at
done
insane
flying.
speeds.
Yeah. Well, she's
guys-
done flying. Has she done Yeah, no, she's done commercial flying at this point.
Yeah.
It's like metal box just fleeing through the sky.
I do make tell the lady that if she comes with, she does have to lock up all of her stuff in the belly of the plane. They give it back. It's like those
Promise?
fancy taverns.
I hold you to that.
They lost her luggage.
They're gonna lose their life. They better find that.
Fly down there on the way to the airport, calling Miami to see about renting a bus.
Okay.
Greyhound's cheaper than going commercial and probably less frightening for newcomers.
Get into the belly of this.
Don't have to be happy about it.
You can fly back ahead of us if you just want to spend...
No, we're not going to spend money on a freaking ticket. Are you crazy?
There's already a bus here.
Exactly.
I'm already paying this for this go-ram bus.
Did they say if they were humans?
I didn't know.
No, they were just murdering people.
Oh, okay.
Just looking like, these people are Finnish. What is wrong with you?
They're all just hiding. Stop! Dude, I think you're going to jail.
Friend, that's attempted murder.
They were going to a cultural festival.
There's just a Ren Fair in the thing. They just start firebombing the Ren Fair.
They refuse to break character. They refuse to break character.
That tickled me.
You shouldn't say tickled.
But it did. But yeah,
No, I thought Nick was gonna do one of those.
Yeah, no. He can behave himself. But yeah, you get there, and it is. It's like about a half mix of human and mostly human.
Half elves or
Yeah.
orcs? Oh, okay. Okay.
Just speaking from name as what you'd understand rather than to your characters, but of poor peasant people.
Yes. Serfs? Now what we do is we teach the serfs how to do paperwork.
No, we could teach them how to farm.
Real farming. I mean,
I got
after all the
farm.
population of the town's gone down, it's got to go back up. Might as well repopulate it with mostly non-native peoples.
No, I assume whenever it cheapens...
Oh god, we could set up a company store. We could set up a company store. We could become real monsters.
We could pay them in company coin. We could gild this cage and lock it from the outside.
Just comparing you two, was it your cousin?
Who hated company coin with a fiery passion. And by fiery, I mean a yard full of
fire.
torches.
It's like you related this character to that other character, and now...
Yes, that's why it's funny.
Yeah, I assume, have we spent money on just investing in buying more land around the town?
I haven't bought any of the shops in the town. We just spent a lot of money on fixing up the compound, and we still have more of the compound to fix, but we certainly could. I mean, eventually it will be touristy.
Yeah.
So purchasing the buildings now while they're cheap would be a good idea.
Yeah. Investment in real
Just
estate.
start kind of buying up the town.
Yeah. This is our town now.
Stevens! The town has come to a vote.
You're now mayor and my puppet figurehead.
What?
Yes. This is how it's going to be, Stevens. You are
I'm mayor? Oh, my best friend!
And sheriff.
No.
No,
he's still
mayor
doing
and
competent.
sheriff.
He's still doing competent for that.
We don't want competence in our company coin town. We want obedience. As long as you don't tell them not to gamble on stupid stuff, it'll be fine.
Indeed. But, yes, just fly out there and talk to them. It's like, hi. It's like, you have been cast from your world by wizards and sent here.
We were attacked.
Yeah.
Our homes were taken from us.
Come and live in a gilded cage.
It's like,
What?
we can offer you sanctuary and teach you the ways of this world and stuff like that.
And employment.
And employment.
These people are like sustenance farmers. Like, their dream life is, we'll give you some land that you can make food on, and then everyone will leave you alone forever.
No, that's not how American government works.
More or less. You pay like a tax, everyone leaves you alone. Forever.
Now, how many of our children do they take from us for this tax?
None.
None. You sell some of the food you make and pay the tax.
Unless you can't afford to pay the tax, in which case you don't get taxed at all.
If you can't afford it, you just don't have to pay.
They don't quite understand this concept. They're not sure they trust you, but we'll see how that really works out.
You're like, okay, fantasy man. What tiny podunk country do you live in where this works?
It's like, first question, what do you eat?
What is your favorite color?
Do you eat
Blue,
only,
no red!
do you eat only grain, or do you eat meat also?
Mostly grains. I mean, if something gets caught in a trap or something.
And the king doesn't notice.
Yeah, and it's like, okay, go down the street.
To the subway?
I feel like he's expecting there to be a lot more vegetarians in this fantasy world.
Hey, I don't want to throw meat at...
Are you gluten-free?
So the chicken person comes in. Do you eat chicken?
I'm going to eat that chicken person. I've often wanted a Flintstonian-like drumstick.
Making all your fantasies come alive in this game.
Yeah, it's Miami. I go over a block and buy like 20 or 30 burritos, come back and feed them, and then rent it.
So about a dozen of them, he buys 20 or 30 burritos.
I assume they can eat more than one burrito per person.
No, it's fine.
Yeah.
It's that because there's Cubans in Miami, they all make burritos.
Well, to be fair, their burritos are here too.
Yeah,
You can just go get burritos. People love burritos.
people do love burritos. I will go to Taco Bell and just get like 2 or 3 of those. Crave like 12.
We have to drive in a bus with people who don't know about modern plumbing. How about we don't do that? How about we go to a Subway or something and get them a large number of inexpensive sandwiches that probably won't have their bums exploding all over the place.
You make a good point, Rollins. I head over to Subway, order 20 footlongs.
Or just order some party stuff.
Yeah,
Like, there's a
Corsava will clear up whatever there's left.
It's like party subs. Here, have food. What? It costs nothing to us.
yes. Here you go. Get the bus there. It's like we're taking you to where we live to teach you and do the stuff.
Yeah, just lots of bottled water.
Yeah.
And just like, no, you just throw that out. They're like, I saved this forever? No, you throw that away. That's garbage.
Making me think of the Coke bottle in The Gods Must Be Crazy.
I love that movie.
It's a good
That
movie.
movie is so good. How did your truck wind up in a tree? There was a rhino. Well, what about this time? Okay, well, this time... Guy's truck winds up in a tree 4 or 5 times throughout the movie, and everyone's like, how?
Dude just doesn't know how to speak to women.
Yeah.
That's really what it comes down to.
But yes, long haul trucking along the coast,
Yeah, no, definitely some.
explaining things.
Yeah, what's going on?
Okay, we have questionnaires.
Karsa acts all smug as they are now.
Oh yeah. Have Hope go around healing any cuts or bruises or stuff like that they have.
Did any of them die?
Yes, there were 3 dead people.
Oh.
Like, do you need those corpses, or just, like, emotional attachment to them at all?
We can ship them back with us to be buried if you need.
Congratulate the Trigger Happy Floridians on their slaughter of 3 unarmed civilians. They were
Innocents.
clearly very threatening.
They came in electricity.
Even we ask tertiary questions before we start shooting.
Like I said,
They were There were mass numbers of them.
Like I said, congratulations on the killing
We started
of 3 unarmed
talking
civilians.
before we could. We started trying to communicate before we could figure out what they were trying to say.
I look at it like, this is why I hate amateurs. Learn to speak their language, numbskull.
I don't speak the language, I'm fine. I don't go around shooting unarmed civilians.
No, you have people who do that for you. Not the civilians part.
Well, technically.
Baby dragons are not civilians.
Nor were they unarmed. It attacked him.
Yeah. Dealt damage even.
Yeah. Well,
Like a toddler with a axe handle. They hit you with that axe handle, you just shoot them in the face.
Like a toddler with an actual axe.
Oh God, why?
You just shoot them in the face.
Yeah. That kid deserves it.
Come on.
we now know Austin's opinions on toddlers.
Not toddlers, toddlers who attempt to cut your legs off with a hatchet.
I do not see the difference. I mean, have you interacted with me?
Yes. And they don't go around chopping people with axes.
Did you give them an axe?
No.
They came free with the axe. The axe is part of their body, and they just keep trying to chop your legs off.
They're just baby axe hands.
And at a certain point, you just look at the horror movie title and say, no, that's not a thing that should happen.
Dude, I want to see baby axe hands.
Does that sound like a great
So
movie?
if someone wants to make baby axe hands, we give you that right, because we're not going to make it. But
It's just we business. It's
but we
mine.
can. Are you going to get it produced?
No, that doesn't mean they can have it. It's mine.
But do you want to see it?
No, I don't. I don't like horror films.
Do you want Nick to be allowed to see it?
No.
Sorry.
He keeps yawning and used up most of the hot water today.
I don't take hot showers.
Okay.
I'm just saying, I don't take the hot water.
That's because you think it damages the skin.
It does.
Well, I'm not arguing whether it does or doesn't. I'm just saying you think that.
A little off topic, but anyways, but yeah, no, they're
Were they just farmers?
basically, yeah.
What's up with the more pointy-eared of them? I haven't seen Half Elf, but I asked.
Oh,
I don't think you've seen elves.
Yeah.
You probably don't know they're not just people.
But,
Oh,
I mean,
you can explain things by
Oh, okay.
well, when two people love each other very much,
They go to Pound Town.
but one of them happens to have sharp ears,
Oh, okay.
And also greatly outlives the other one.
Oh, okay.
Because humans are puppies.
But yeah, through some talk, basically you figure out that there was an elf in the town. They are all related.
There was just the one.
Yes, evidently. Just
Yes.
the one elf. He was debonair.
It's like, what did he have to leave when everyone else in town was half elf? Because all the other their parents had died off and he had banged everyone else. And he just went, well, my job here is done, and leaves.
On to the next town.
I have successfully screwed this town. I'm just saying, if I was immortal, I would not use it appropriately.
The joke I laugh at is the fact that screwing a town can be usually done one way, but you turn that on its.
I did like 3 ways.
It's a double entendre.
Very entendre of you.
Indeed.
So, yeah, it's like, what are all of their... Like, are they all farmers? Any cobblers or seamstresses or farmers, and we need to get them farmed?
Oh, I
Peasant
can't wait to
farmers.
show in Walmart.
They're peasant farmers. They're all like half
Farmer,
farmers, half sower, half cooker.
No, is some other skill of what's needed to get by.
I would be so happy to show them Walmart. It's going to be the greatest white trash moment of my life.
Of course, we'll sort of sit beside you and make jokes about how weak they are.
Look at them. They're so small.
I know, teensy weensy.
As they discuss,
they're
their
taller than
complete, as they discuss their complete inability to
When
to
we
be
get
effective
home,
in combat.
when we get back, I'm showing Carsa a strongman competition.
Don't do that.
The whole thing. Yeah, just big.
Okay, wait, yes. Why? No.
Why?
Because Rollins got a crush on her.
Not strongman competition. You want to see the strongest man on the planet? Yeah, this guy right here.
Anyone can call themselves the strongest man. Even though the strongman competition does not have a trademark on the title of the strongest man, anyone can call themselves the strongest man.
Yes. But this
Because it's not specific. It's not specific enough to be trademarked. Yes.
But otherwise, yeah. Do you get a whole other group? Do you actively work on finding land, or do you set lawyers on that?
No lawyers.
Okay.
That's what they're
Go, boys, go!
Yeah.
They act all fancy and hoity-toity, unless you're your client, in which case you get to treat them like garbage because they're just another servant.
introduce.
They keep, literally, he has probably at least 2 lawyers there just on retainer. Basically, he is paying their salary.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's basically what they're doing at this point.
There are lawyers, our legal department.
Yeah, that is some of your employment at this point is just having lawyers that work for you, based on what your company is and the fact that the main monetary focus of your company is, well, it's not only that, but also getting contracts negotiated with people to actually have the income come in.
Yeah.
That's
Contract lawyers. Yeah. Bring them around, introduce them to the Murpho, the other people.
they shy away from your genie.
Mm-hmm. Well, yeah, that is the proper response.
He seems to like that.
Yes. We basically got him out of where he was, gave him a place, and are now just hoping he doesn't become a problem.
I keep them in line.
Mm-hmm.
He's already expressed he is friends with one of the problems we know is going to peek its head out of a lake.
And
Which, depending on which side of the lake it peeks its head out of, is whether or not it's our problem.
yes. But frankly, I like the idea of a pig's head out of the lake. We bring him with us to talk to him and get him to the ocean. Or wherever else it needs to go. I have no idea.
But point being, if it comes out, it's the kind of thing that you don't have an instant teleport to.
Oh, yeah.
And the southern border of that lake is the New Orleans area,
Yeah.
which is one of your contracts, so.
Fingers crossed, it's not our problem.
Get them situated in the bunkhouse.
Yeah, for probably a night or two before at least you get another bit of property that, okay, we have this one, finalized.
Yeah.
And you kind of... Because otherwise it's starting to get crowded with your...
Actual mercenaries.
Yeah.
The mercs that are on call.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I assume they've gotten enough money, they've probably renting apartments or houses.
Yeah,
nearby.
a couple of them are, but majority of them are not.
No.
Majority of them are basically just sort of stationed there and go with on their days off, they'll drive actually to wherever home was previously. And
Yeah.
basically just sort of considering it during the week that they're, while they're stationed. Basically running it, probably at closest to running a little fire station kind of hours.
Yeah.
That's fine, but I'm not paying for their Xbox.
No, they brought that from home. It's fun.
Wait, airlines. That gives me an idea. Internet's only $14.
Ooh. There would be rioting, and these guys have access to grenade launchers.
Yeah, but they wouldn't want to buy more grenades, so... And I'll just put your name on it.
Policy by Heskin.
Make all the mercs mad at Heskin.
So,
I don't know. I feel like you got access to higher level explosives, and all of a sudden you got the cold feet of. Maybe I'm not gonna.
No, Heskin's always around Nick and them. There's a bunch of people who will stop me from killing him. I have to wait for Heskin to relax so I can blow him up. And I have to do it in a way that won't get me arrested.
Heskin has been incredibly relaxed every time he's with you. He's just with them because they're his ride.
Yeah, I have to get him away from them. so I can blow him up without going to jail for blowing up Nick's house. Also, I don't want the headache of having to get Nick and the girl out of the house before I blow him up in the house.
So you're not trying to save the tree either?
No.
That's what this whole thing started over, if you don't remember.
The tree can burn.
So, integration classes.
Yeah.
At
No.
this time, it's like, okay, yep, actually teaching them stuff. Here's your toilets, your washing, your
At this
basic
point, though,
hygiene.
you also have enough people just from their area that they
Yeah.
can start teaching. And to be fair, once this group is taught, that's probably one of their most valuable skills, will just be the further teaching of the, well, you guys can't actually do anything combat.
Yeah.
Stay here and teach as new people.
Oh, that I'm using the note for that right now. It's like, teach them about bathrooms, hygiene, and all the other
Why
practices
don't we
in the
use the
world.
linguist guy? The guy who's working on the languages.
Well,
he's
he's
only
not-
there part-time at this point. He is...
I assume by now he's switched over and working on Draconic or Infernal.
At this point, yeah, he'll probably do very basic things with some of those, enough to, from what he's heard of, some things actually have this or that, but for the most part, it's
Common
kinda-
works pretty well.
Yeah, common is.
So probably the ones that don't have...
If anything, most of
like
what
a
he's doing
normal-
is he's probably associating whatever your sales tutorial thing, that kind of thing, is more or less being built.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
no.
Which is
the
not
writing
done, which
of-
is not necessarily done there.
Yeah.
He can do that from back at home, so he has most of his time back until he comes across a roadblock of.
Yeah. He now gets to have his name on the here's the comprehensive dictionary / all this other to learn common.
Oh yeah, he's going to charge them so much money.
Well,
Because it's going to be a college course and they have to pay $200 for the dang book.
This year's edition, even though last year's edition is the same.
to be fair, for a little bit after such, they actually will end up growing as. Okay, we've talked some more. We found out there were more words. I don't know why they have 7 ways to say ice, but they do.
Apparently common is Inuit.
Yes.
Nah, it's only 7.
But to be fair, he knows he now has a wellspring of. It's like, okay, this is pretty saturated. Let's go to Dwarven, to Elven. This just keeps coming back to the tap for more books and languages to make his career and being the premier linguist of the other world. He is going to make a name for himself as long as he keeps working with us.
You know what the best part of it is?
What?
What's his name?
Neil deGrasse Tyson.
No. Linguist guy? We never gave him a name.
Yeah, he's gonna make a name for himself. Yeah, one of these days he will. It's one of the NPCs that I could just... It's like, no, some of them, I just feel like they're non-characters. I don't name them.
Yeah.
And then eventually I look back and I was like, they did a lot.
Oh, yeah. He did.
Can we call him Will Zachman?
We can right now. He is now Will Zachman.
Which totally didn't come from any of the names on that poster over there.
I like it.
None of you will ever know.
It's a combination. It's not just straight up one of their names.
Williams, okay.
No, it's Will Zachman.
No, I was trying to figure out where you got Will from. I figured Zac Efron, Hugh Jackman. I was trying to figure out where Will come from, but Michelle Williams.
Mm-hmm.
Greatest showman poster.
I could have just called him Michelle.
My belle, these are words that...
Don't do that.
Sorry. They are words that go together well.
Yes. So.
You know there are words that you cannot say without...
I don't know what that's from.
Oh. It's a Beatles song, but... Okay. But yeah. So, Will Zachman is writing... book.
Yes.
So yeah, you see a lot less of him at this point. But you have gotten enough of a grasp on the language that I am no longer just sort of hounding you for, you can't say that. I'm just sort of stopping, thinking, okay, you could say that and communicate.
Yes. Just keep learning. Heck, it's probably what I speak most at home.
Probably is. Although, to some extent, they are also learning English, so to some extent, they will communicate that as well.
And surprisingly, most of the people from the other world are usually at least bilingual.
It was pretty common, yeah. Now, you just met a large group that isn't, but...
Yeah.
And half of them are.
I was going to say, they
Race
racially
memory?
Would you like to look at the player's handbook, my friend?
Yes, language is race memory. You a dwarf, you know Dwarvish. But I did spend a time with dwarves. You know Dwarvish.
It was Dwarven.
It is.
I like Dwarvish.
I'm sure you do.
Yeah. What else do you guys do?
See if Lady wants to learn how to shoot guns.
Lady can figure out how to shoot guns, yeah.
I think you'll have to get custom-made guns. I don't know if her giant fat fingers will fit in a trigger guard.
Of course they would. Most trigger guards are made for you can shoot them with gloves on.
I did not know that.
Takes you a bit to figure out where to brace the gun. Does not always see why you have to brace it properly.
No, yes you do. It doesn't really matter how strong you are. Bracing it means accuracy. I can hold it out, a shotgun out of full extension and pull the trigger, and it probably won't hurt me. It's not the recoil is going to destroy you. It's more of the I'd like to hit what I'm aiming at,
And so, you know, that thing over there.
or over there, or over there.
Just this whole area is a danger zone now.
Unless you're shooting at barn-sized targets,
Which
and
we
even
have
then,
before,
might
and
still
miss.
miss.
Yeah. But for a broader sort of scene.
Yeah, got companies set up going, websites, other forms of revenue, and buying up land to make our thing even bigger. Getting ourselves some proper spin.
Yes. Definitely expanding a company, hiring on more crew, figuring out...
Start a charity. That's where we'll make our real money.
Start a charity, run for president.
Who runs for president?
I don't run for president. Heskin.
I'll do it. Apparently being...
I think I'll do it.
Heskin,
run
man.
for
Heskin's
public job.
obviously the best option. We need to get.
He's not an American citizen. He wasn't
He's
born
not
here.
natural born.
Yeah, natural born, yeah.
But he's. What are you talking about? He looks just like Rollins.
Yeah.
We have Heskin as Rollins run for president.
I'm not okay with this.
Yes,
If
and
he
we've already
expresses not being okay with it, Heskin's not okay with it.
and we've also explained that Rollins is a shapeshifter.
Rollins is a shapeshifter.
Would you? I'm not a shapeshifter. And more importantly, stop tattling.
Oh, that other...
This is our friend Rollins. He can change shape.
No, that was his cousin. That was his cousin.
No, I saw those half elves. I'm like, I've seen something that looks like you before.
Remind me a bit of my cousin.
He didn't.
Wherever he went.
He has pointy ears. He was a real weirdo. He thought he was Batman.
He was Batman.
He could indeed, once he got to the other world, eventually turn into a bat.
Yeah, I think that happened.
That's Man-Bat. Not Batman.
Well, not a werebat. He could druid shape into a
No,
bat.
he's an unaware bat. Doesn't pay any attention at all.
For that big bonus.
Do you have more goals beyond what we have managed to succeed at here?
No, not really. Make the company bigger.
Yeah, it's just...
Grow old and retire and die.
Make
at
a luck check.
huge party. Roll a 6. Oh, that's a 9.
That's not. Ooh, that's like almost as high as you can roll.
10.
10. One of those happens.
I'm okay with this.
Well, either be old, die in your sleep, or die at a party. Well, one of these two things happens in your future.
I'm okay with this.
Yeah, no.
feel real bad about outliving all of you.
With your youth. Well,
You're only slightly younger, and we have a very dangerous job.
It turns out you're slightly younger.
Yeah, but I rabbit like a prince.
But apparently it also gave you cancer, so you're actually going to die in a few years.
My goal is eventual other people integration.
works out well with Karsa.
Snoo.
Eventual goal is integration of the other people into normal society, so we're not completely guilty caging them.
Yeah, definitely takes time, and probably the best way of that is more of as they get to learn English.
Yeah.
It'd take at least like 10, 40 years, possibly up to 3 generations.
Yeah, definitely generations before it's anything even remotely normal.
Yeah.
Definitely an uphill battle with racism and such against their people.
That and
Oh god, we're gonna have Southern elves.
and once we get, actual wizards trying to learn and introduce magic in the world.
Oh, come
Does
on.
wizard magic transfer over?
How long until wizards both decide they're going to zap each other into oblivion?
As far as does the banishing spell,
No.
If a wizard gets here, can he banish people back?
it does nothing. It is an ineffective spell. As far as being able to teach things, over some time they pretty much figure out what they are capable of doing. Is the wizards can create spellbooks and spells that basically can be used by other people. Divine, cleric magic, that kind of thing, does not seem to be something that can be garnered or expanded as, once they have been cut off from the deities of their world.
Yeah. So we do...
Which, by the way, that is the biggest part of her Stockholm Syndrome, is just sort of that part of her life that was cut off.
Yeah.
We have a lot of invisible friends that you can...
I am sure... I don't know, with what we've done so far, one of you figures out eventually at some point that basically interspecies reproduction is capable.
Well,
Giant babies!
Yeah. You're actively going after that. Mm-hmm. Hope has been actively pursuing you for quite some time. I have no idea if you even realize that.
Yeah, she's my roommate.
We're just really good friends.
I know, but...
Cut her down hard.
If nothing else happens, she'll probably go for it eventually. He has no idea currently.
I was kind of wondering if you've noticed that. I was like, I don't think so, but...
Yeah.
No.
But yeah, so we can introduce arcane learned magic into the world. Fun time.
Yes, arcane, learned magic.
Who knew all those crazy witch people were?
Even so, a lot of the magic that they come in knowing does not seem to function. Things that rely on other planes that are no longer connected here, that, things that require an astral, some weird things like that just don't seem to function through the spellbook.
He had problems with dice. It was hilarious.
I put them in such a way that they stacked and got stuck so that the box could not close.
Can you just... You may need to help him.
I would fix that.
You have new dice for next game.
I don't know if I approve. I don't approve.
You don't like the clear reds?
No, I don't. The translucent, I don't like it.
Okay.
Well, you can have these dice.
Well, no, they're cursed.
We'll let Austin have red dice too, so he can mix them up. We can't figure out which one's which.
Now, I just
So he can...
assume once we got a foothold and science got a hold of it, magic spends in all sorts of funny areas.
And then
you also notice not everyone can learn magic.
Huh.
It really, there are people that are from Earth that can, but yeah.
Georgia's most powerful wizard.
more like World War III and like T-minus 20.
Because America started out with all the
magic-powered nukes.
Then again, I think nukes are still just more powerful than almost any of the magic they
That's
brought
why you
over.
augment it with magic.
No, what you do
Teleporting
is what you do is you make the nukes, but the only thing is the nukes is one spell, and it's a mass area effect prestidigitation of smells funny.
In general, the enchanting materials are not readily enough capable, accessible on Earth to be much use.
We don't have
Unlikely.
aluminum. Aluminum.
No, it's just
Aluminium.
Aluminum.
I don't know. I wonder if industrial diamonds works for diamond dust.
Yes, they are exactly the same.
It's one thing.
Point being, a lot of the more complex things that are required for actually making enchantments, you talk of nukes, basically would, while maybe still function for basic spellcast, would not last long enough to get the other ingredients that are needed for for an enchantment before something else comes over. And in general, I am assuming that as a group that you do not decide that is so worthwhile that you want to start trying to cage and breed, dangerous.
No, I don't want dangerous magical critters running around.
Yeah, I
Go on with what I already got to deal with.
Yeah, that's kind of what I figured. It's like, now we can run a Jurassic Park if you want to run a Jurassic Park.
You know
almost
what?
sure
Every time I
people would
watch
kick
one of those
their ass.
movies, all I do is, that was a bad idea. Every time I see them, I'm like, this is cool and all, but that's a terrible idea. You don't bring kids to a park with dinosaurs.
But they'll love it. Anyways, you great expanse with your contracts and such. And you also end up with a few rival organizations that technically have to pay you
Oh yeah,
royalties in their use of their...
that was always the plan. Even if you're going against us, you still have to pay us.
We send back really snooty thank you notes.
Just at Christmas time, from yours at.
Oh, and that girl who died, who actually invented it, I totally make sure her family's taken care of with my now billions of dollars.
Her name is Lexi, by the way. Thanks for remembering. But just wanna...
Hey, my character did something nice that cost him money.
Yeah,
Isn't Benmont taking care of her and her family, considering they were like friends or whatever?
well, you guys have a lot more money than Benmont.
Ah, sure.
Yeah, Bellflower doesn't have hardly any money at all.
He works with the government.
Yeah.
Until he turns
Pretty
corrupt.
much once you guys went out on your own company, you separated from him. I don't know if you noticed that, but at that point, you kind of stepped away from it and decided...
He wasn't getting contracts done.
So, Benmont, do you want to make some real money?
Come on, Bellflower, we could use you.
I thought about it for a moment, but I cannot lower myself to work with everyone that's at your organization. I've been ridiculed enough.
I don't blame you. I wouldn't want to work with Heston either.
That guy's pretty pleasant, though.
Except for the movie turns murderous.
That's never happened.
Do you try to murder Heston?
Does Heston at any point try to save a whole bunch of children?
If there are ever a whole bunch of children in danger, he would die to do so.
Good, he dies doing that then.
He doesn't succeed
And I
in dying, but...
I totally go, I guess he was an alright dude. But he totally died saving those kids. Good for him. Good for you, soldier. We're giving you a plaque. But most importantly, he's dead.
Well, he was, but modern medical science turns out it's pretty applicable to dragons. We just had to bring in a veterinarian, and they're like, oh, no, this is a living
No,
body.
he said that
We
he
can
wanted to be
basically
buried
just-
at sea. I
We
sent
can,
him to the Arctic.
we can basically just like iron lung this, repair this, and let the natural generation go over. I mean, this thing
But
probably...
really, once he's conscious again, he can just zap.
Yeah, like, it's fine.
I'm just sitting there hitting him in the head with a tire. No, he's not okay.
Dude, stop it! He finally saved those kids!
No, he just stopped saving children. Good for him. We totally make up after he's dead and gone forever.
He died a little bit, then we cast healing magic on him, and he's fine.
No, he ran out.
No,
He just
hope.
died. He just died saving children. Hope wasn't there. She was in the bar getting drunk because Nick kept friend zoning her.
Poor Hope.
No, she wouldn't die, be in the bar getting drunk. She'd be in the bar drinking just bottles of water. He always gives me water!
As you die way before her.
I have no idea on the Tiefling's
I
lifespan.
think less than elf, but like more than a dwarf or something.
I know Goliaths were a little less than a century.
So, matching up pretty good with you.
With your youth that you got. Same rate as humans, but live a few years longer. So not a huge difference.
Except, she's much younger than the old man.
I was like 36.
Technically, she's 2 years older than you.
Huh.
Ew. Of course, I'm like much older than mine, so.
But you look young.
I look younger. I just happen to be like 15 years older, so.
It works out pretty well. All the same. Yeah, it kind of wraps things up. You get things sorted out with your business. I don't know. I didn't figure you wanted to just continue. As the session, I was like, I could turn this into a lawyer and contracts game, but really at this point you have enough crew that you're managing to successfully do the combat-y bits fine.
Mm-hmm.
No real concerns with that front.
Yeah. We learned that dragons not quite immune to bullets, but not immune to shrapnel.
And most importantly, they died terribly saving children. It's too bad the whole Golden Gate Bridge just fell on him like that. Weirdest thing, detonator went off at the wrong time. Tragic.
But he saved those children.
He
off the
saved
bridge.
those children before the cables wrapped around him. He just drowned there, looking up at me like I could help him. I mean, I could have, but
I knew how much he wanted to sacrifice himself for the children.
I was worried about Hope, who was trying to attend to the children, and I had to comfort them, and now he's dead. Oopsie.
Sorry, I have to see something.
Can he breathe underwater?
That's exactly what I'm checking.
Yeah, he could turn into a fish.
Yeah, he could.
Or something smaller, not wrapped up in the cables from the Golden Gate Bridge.
I don't care. He died saving
Yeah,
children.
beast. Yeah, he could just turn into a beast. Exactly. Yeah.
He died saving those children. God bless him.
I love that in your world, you just keep saying that Heskin still is.
Imagine he just decided, if I just take this shape, we'll mourn Heskin. Chooses a new name.
Yeah, it's just like, poor Heskin died saving those children. He's just like, I'm right here. Poor man. It's almost like I can hear him.
You just decided
No, at that point,
It's almost
he
like I
would
can
just
hear
take
him.
on a new name and stick to a new face and...
Almost like I could hear him denying the truth again.
and just sort of be like, sorry you lost such a dear friend.
Oh, didn't like him at all. Awful murderous, but at least he saved those children.
Then you become great friends with Ken Hess.
Hey, Ken Hess is a good man. Don't you dare say a word against that man.
He was best
He
man
owns
at the wedding.
he owns a lawn company?
You ever seen him grow a tree? It's great.
That's how many times can we freak Andrew last time?
Is it 3?
At least 4, I think.
4, okay. Anyways, I'm sure we'll have another game here coming up. Hope you enjoyed this one. See you in another game. Bye.